Good evening, everyone. The light in here is super intense, so I kind of apologize for that. It's nighttime on 11/4. I had a seminar all day today. So I'm going to do your daily reading now. And I'm just shuffling right now. While I'm shuffling, I just want to remind you that you can order readings and healing sessions on my website at www.redhoundreiki.com. And they're all personalized sessions, so it just really comes down to what you need. And there are a lot of testimonials on my website too, so you can kind of see the effect they've had on people. And there's also an about me video on my website and YouTube page, so you can get an idea of what in the world it is that I do. Okay. Just want to give you guys an update of the advice for today. I think that's going to be it. Oh, goody. Do you ever feel like you're creating your own problems? Like you're your own worst enemy sometimes, and that it's all sort of in your head, maybe? So our first set of cards here is the Five of Wands with the Magician. And I'm feeling like here that discord is a choice, is the word that I heard here. So it's actually, that's interesting because I said something similar earlier today in a seminar that I was in, that, things happen, conflict happens, but you have a choice whether to surrender to doing the thing of integrity, or you have the choice to get yourself worked up and fight against it and not move forward in the way that you know you need to. Whatever that is, like this can be any kind of conflict, and that statement has nothing to do with what the conflict is actually about, what the solutions are, etc. It's really just about how you are approaching the idea of moving through it or fighting against it. And this is really like, it's up to you whether you um, decide to move through it or put up the fight against having to make the decision to move through this kind of conflict, or make the decision to change your energy, or make the decision to change your situation in some way. And this just says that we're in control of how these energies land with us. Like, you might not be able to control what actually happens to you, but you can control your reaction to it. You can control your reaction to the reality of what, of the situation, or what you need to do, or whatever. Because I feel like the majority of that, and the pulling in of this kind of unrest or discordant energy, has to do with our own making. And that we're such powerful manifestors that if we're not really conscious and like not intentional about how we're using that energy, we can end up with a lot of this discordant energy. So all kinds of things are happening right now. In addition, I feel like this is pointing to intersecting and colliding energies that are affecting our lives. So this could be um, ascension type energies. This could be individual people and their varying points of view and their varying personalities. Um, it could be astrological, something about what's okay. So there, I just for some reason saw astrological signs in this hand and they're not actually there. So I don't really know what I'm seeing. But I feel like you know, these moving energies, whether they're showing themselves as conflict or whether they're just showing themselves as like emotional upgrades or healing energies or whatever, it could be showing up in a million different ways. This is all to give you new tools. This is to sharpen your tools for moving forward in your path. For if you're someone like me, increasing your healing energies or increasing your ability to relate to people or your clients, increasing your self love so that you can more effectively do your work. So, whatever this means for you, this is sharpening your tools essentially. Okay. So, there's a lot of different moving energies and they seem to be colliding. They can feel really dissonant and really um, cacophonous, like they just sort of are like all kinds of different sounds and feelings all together and really discordant at times. But it is to create a higher level of skilled abilities within you, okay? Next, I get strength with the chariot. Strength in the chariot. And hang on one second. I'm going to put you guys on hold, okay? Hold on. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Okay. Um, so strength with the chariot. These are both really intense cards of strength. I feel like here, this is talking about your innate ability to accomplish your goals. That you are getting this upgrade, but you can really channel a very gifted you're very gifted and you can channel these abilities in a way that truly can change people's lives and truly is changing lives. um, I also feel like this is your increased strength and ability and determination to move forward in your life. So for some people, this is a very literal translation where there are individuals trying to leave situations that are no longer serving them, and it's requiring a really intense amount of strength for them to move forward. Like this is like a massive life change that they're making. And in fact, some of them might be moving, these people might be moving out of their homes or cities or countries even. Um, they're stepping into the unknown. You're stepping into the unknown. We are stepping into the unknown. Um, and we're supported by what seems to be utter chaos, but it's actually fine-tuning our skills, right? So we're supported by that, even though we are stepping very boldly and very determinedly into the unknown moving forward. There's an aspect of karma and destiny here. Um, it's like the animal within you or something. It's like it has to play out in a certain way. And you are here to learn a lesson or gain control over the situation, or gain control in a way that is through gentle means. It's almost like an energetic type control, which allows you the strength and determination to move forward. So this is not control in the negative sense. This is like getting shit done in a kind and caring and wholehearted type way, okay? In the traditional tarot, the woman is usually opening the mouth of the lion or leading the lion along with just the gentleness of her hands. So that's kind of like the feminine principle in its power, moving the animalistic instinct forward, right? So there's an aspect of moving forward in both of these cards here. So I do think that there's going to be some kind of progress in some situation, some kind of forward movement, some kind of growth in some kind of situation. And because it involves both the Chariot and Strength card, I do feel like it could have effects in the physical world. So whether it's the progression of a relationship, the changing of a job, a new job that's acquired, moving into a new home, getting a new pet. I'm trying to think of what else is coming up here. I'm just looking at these cards. This infinity symbol makes me feel like there is a divine order here. So, and these are both major arcana cards. So there is something very big coming up this week that is pushing you forward and empowering the divine feminine principle. And it could just be a balancing of the divine feminine in every human being. Okay, so that's what I am seeing in these cards. This is really a card of action, yet for some reason for some people this is not about action. This is about internal growth and internal awareness and like an internal moving forward or an internal control, right? Okay, so there's an understanding achieved here for some people, as opposed to others who might literally be leaving like a home situation or whatever as a result of this sort of conflicty energy that empowers or propels forward this person, even if it's in an uncomfortable way. The next two cards are the Nine of Pentacles with Sandusky, stop. I swear to you, I don't even know what to say about him. He's so nuts. He's so nuts. I love him so much. Sandusky and Louie, stop. You guys are so patient. So we have the Nine of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. I usually associate the Nine of Pentacles not only with like short-term success and like a small savings or something like that, but with the single life, like the independent single life. So I've done so many romance and love readings recently that it makes me think about that, and it makes me kind of think about this, you know, so here's the Knight of Swords moving forward, and he is very decisive, and he's not all that different from the Chariot in some ways, except for he can be a little off color, a little bit misunderstood at times, because it just depends on how he's communicating. The swords are a suit of communication, but the knights can kind of move forward a little too quickly, or in a way that's easily misunderstood. So I feel like there's a chance that there's a disruption in your whatever independent life you've built. There's this interesting option coming up, and it might disrupt the stability of this, right? Um, it might also break the monotony of this. So it depends on your perspective and your situation, or it could be both. Like there's those two things are not mutually exclusive. So if there is an air sign in your life, it could be this person. If you are waiting for somebody to contact you, that could be coming. If you may be receiving telepathy from somebody, because I feel like telepathy is often the sword suit also because it's mental, right? It goes through the sixth chakra. And this person here, the single person here, is like off doing her own thing. Like she's successful on her own. She has like um she might have pets. I mean, now I'm like talking about myself. She might have pets. She might have guidance, like strong um, divine guidance. She might have a lot of angels around her with the bird with the wings, or a lot of oversight. But in either case, this is like protection. This is like divine influence or divine oversight. And she's here successful in her own right. So this person may come in and kind of shake things up. This could also be an idea. This could also be a new idea coming in for some people. Something that might be a little bit rogue, a little bit unconventional. So keep that in mind. If that comes up this week, I feel like this could be a really good idea. This could be something that either breaks the plateau you've been on, or it could bring you to another level of stability in your own financial independence. So definitely consider whatever that is that comes up. And if it's a human being, consider that person. They're coming in for a reason. And that reason might be the bottom of the deck to help you move away from something that you're completely emotionally done with. Um, this is like this is the step before the renewal, right? This is like you're giving yourself the space, you're making the choice and giving yourself the space in which you can make an emotional renewal. So this might be part of that. Um, Underneath that is the Queen of Cups. So I feel like there is an emotional type reckoning that could be had. And then the Ace of Swords underneath that, even, which, or not the Ace, the Eight of Swords underneath that, um, which I feel like, you may have been stuck in this emotional rut for a while and you're finally making this decision that you're emotionally done with something, that you're no longer going to subject yourself to it. You're no longer going to make yourself responsible for it. You are taking back your own power and moving forward on your own path. Um, into this place of independence. And that in itself might be this Knight of Swords. It may be that you need to take this drastic and potentially sharp motion in order to gain your independence from some kind of emotional situation which has you done. You are done. You're cooked. So there's a lot of movement in energies this week for sure. Some people are literally moving forward. If that's not you, that's okay. You are making progress on other levels. Um, it is a week of some kind of action, whether it's internal or external, because I'm not getting a lot of the same like advice on loving yourself and getting balanced and stuff like that. What I'm getting is real actionable stuff. So focus on that this week, you guys. Um, I am so appreciative of all your comments, your likes, and your shares and your subscribes. Thank you to all the new subscribers who have come on in the last few days. I appreciate you so much. And I hope you guys have a great night. Talk to you soon. Bye.